Hello, and welcome to this video lecture. In this video, we will be talking about arcs, chords, and semicircles. Arc and chord. Circle with center O, radius OA, and OB, chord AB, two arcs, AB and ACB, and sector AOB. Angle at center is x degrees. Points A, B, and C lie on the circle. Length of arc is 2 times pi times r whole times of x over 360. Area of sector is pi times r squared whole times of x over 360. An arc is a portion of the circumference of a circle. The formula for finding the length of an arc AB is 2 times pi times r times x over 360, where r is the radius of the circle and x degrees is the angle at the center, measured in degrees. We call x the central angle, subtended by the arc at the center of the circle, that is, the angle between the two radius lines that cut off the arc, as shown in the diagram. In the diagram above, both arc AB and arc ACB are arcs of the circle with center O. You should be able to distinguish between these two arcs. A chord of a circle is a straight line segment whose endpoints lie on the circumference of the circle but does not pass through the center. An example is chord AB in the diagram. The term line segment AB is also often used instead of chord AB. A sector of a circle is a portion of the circle enclosed by two radius lines and an arc. An example is sector AOB in the diagram. The formula for finding the area of a sector is pi times r squared whole times of x over 360. Here, r is the radius of the circle and x degree is the central angle, measured in degrees, subtended by the arc at the center of the circle, that is, the angle marked off by the two radius lines of the sector. For example, circle with center O, radius OA equals 3, and OB equals 3. Chord AB and angle at center is x equals 60 degrees. If r equals 3 and x equals 60, the length of the arc subtended by the central angle x degree can be found by plugging these numbers into the formula for the length of the arc, AB. That is 2 times pi times r times of x over 360. This gives the length of the arc AB equals 2 times pi times 3 times 60 over 360 equals pi as the answer. Now, let's figure out the area of sector AOB. We have r equals 3 and x equals 60 once again. If we plug these numbers into the formula pi times r squared times x over 360, we obtain pi times 3 squared times 60 over 360 equals 3 times pi whole over 2. Notice that triangle AOB is isosceles, has two equal sides, since all radii of the circle have the same length. Since the central angle measures 60 degrees, the equal base angles must also measure 60 degrees, and the triangle is equilateral, that is, all three of its sides are equal. This means that the length of chord AB is also 3. That's right, it is an equilateral triangle.